What defines a secret? Is there a difference between a secret and a lie? We're going to get into this episode today and talk about that and more, like the impact of secrets and lies and how can we combat it in our relationships. Plus, on this episode, one of us is going to reveal a present tense secret. One of us.
Who will it be?
Who will it be?
Take your bets.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Summing Up with the Summers. I'm Toya and this is
Damon.
and we are Summing with the Summers.
That's right.
And we're gonna sum it up today about some amazing topic, talking about secrets and lies. Can be as juicy as you want it to be, or just as simple as you want it to be. We'll see how the conversation takes us. We always start out with saying thank you. So glad y'all are here. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Thanks for listening again. If we sound different, it's because we upgraded.
Hey, come on
So I
now.
hope that the sound is improved. Let us know. Give us feedback. We always love your reviews. We love your comments. We love you talking to us. So keep doing that,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
But let us know all, any feedback you got.
Any feedback you got? I hope it's sounding good. We're excited for this one here today, even though the topic is, a little weight, can be a little weighty.
Down. I was like, ooh,
What you doing?
okay,
Who?
secrets and lies.
Well, people
What
gotta
we
talk
doing
about what's
today?
real.
It
We
is
did
true.
we did 4 weeks of sex. We
Yeah,
gotta
but
get
also
into it.
didn't talk about what we gonna talk about. So I'm like, do we got a secret and lie we gonna talk about?
Ooh, juicy.
Oh my gosh, that would be trending.
That would be. But yes, let's dive in. I think one thing that looking at this episode, we want to just kind of dive into before we get too heavy into relationships, into marriage, is just kind of the idea of just like why the different reasons why people lie, right? You're thinking about friendships, you're thinking about work relationships, siblings, like all of the above, and especially when you get into an exclusive relationship, marriage, like lies and secrets are things that happen, are things that we have to wrestle with in making decisions that impact the now but also impact the future, right? And so like why off top of our heads here, like why do people lie? Like that's
It's just like the age. Was it like the age-old question? Like we're all trying to figure it out.
why do people lie?
It makes. I think I mentioned it before, but our middle daughter, when people do stuff to her, she asks like a very dark, like, but why did you do that?
Absolutely.
Like, ever you put the books on my bed, right? And she's like, but why did you put the books on my bed? And Ever's like, ignoring the question because it's almost like it should be rhetorical. But she's like, no, why did you do that? Why did you put the books on my bed?
Yeah.
And I feel like this question is like that.
Mhm.
Like, why do people lie? I want to know.
Yeah.
Why do you lie? Or why do you keep a secret? And,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's different factors for sure.
yeah.
I think one off top, the first one that came to my mind was the idea of wanting to avoid consequences, wanting to avoid trouble, right? And from whether you're talking about marriage and this issue of you did something wrong, and it could be small stuff you did wrong, right? To something big and dramatic and severe that you did something wrong. But I think one reason people lie is because they want to not have the consequence, not get in trouble.
100%.
Right?
You probably are lying because you don't want the consequence. You're ashamed.
Shame.
You're too proud.
Shame.
You are guilty.
Guilty.
You are,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, definitely comes with the negative.
Yes.
I lied because
yeah.
I don't want you to know something.
Sure.
You know?
I mean,
I
there's.
found out recently that Damon tells frequent little white lies, and
I do.
but they're pretty heavy white lies.
Ooh, I do like a nice
Like,
white
my
lie.
children almost died this weekend.
No,
Like, what?
no, nobody said that.
What is
Nobody's
happening?
dying.
Why are you wishing ER on us? Like things like
Parents, if you're listening, you know exactly what I'm talking
that.
about.
Kids are an easy scapegoat for any
Easy
problem,
scapegoat.
for sure. But I was
Easy
like,
scapegoat.
yo, what is happening with these lies?
I had to get her out the email. I had to get her out. I had to un-CC her.
I was disappointed. I was like, stop doing that.
Who ain't doing white lies?
But it was like know you didn't do something that you could have done sooner, better, faster. So you made up some reason or a lie or a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And as we all know, there's varying degrees.
And that's one of the
lies.
positives. Sometimes a little lie gets you out of something you didn't want to do.
Well, I think we all learned that, and that's why we tell the lies. You all learn. Well, actually, I can say this. This might
get me out.
might get me out of this.
Might get me out.
Like you need a bailout.
Can you think of, maybe I'll go first to kind of give you a second to ponder, but can you think growing up of a lie, either A, that you got caught in eventually, or B, that to this day, it's fine to share now, you're a grown woman, grown man, that, you had? I know for myself, the biggest, and I don't know if this, maybe it's more of a secret. Ooh, we could talk about that in a second too.
Yeah.
Right, the kind of subtle differences.
Because lie are two different things.
You think so?
I think so. I can have a secret that doesn't need to be known.
A secret that, well, a lie doesn't need to be known either. That's why you lied. You don't want to tell the truth.
Yeah, but like a secret could just be something I want personally that I'm not necessarily ashamed of. Like a lie generally has a.
You think so? Lies have shame.
I think so.
And secrets don't.
I think a secret can too.
That's good.
But I do think that a secret could be like.
So I had a secret. I had a secret from my mom. My mom, only a single mom, 3 boys. I'm the oldest. We break her. She graduated from cosmetology school. And this friend gets this black figurine made of her in a cap and gown, right? It's a dope. It's like 3 feet. It's dope, right? What? Cap and gown, black woman.
3 feet is like ever.
That's true. All right. It's like 8 inches. Slightly. That's true. That's true. That's fair. I had a kindergarten. We had a kindergarten size figurine.
Measurements weren't quite accurate.
That's fair.
I was like, I feel
that wasn't right at all. I need a ruler. That was not.
3 rulers.
It's a whole swimming pool size. We were just in a swimming pool. Not right.
That's not swimming pool size.
No, I'm saying the 3 feet. Yes, that's what I said. Come on, you know what I meant.
I was like, all right.
We're getting off the hinges here.
This guy. Let him learn what he is teaching these 5th graders.
So this 8 inches, 8 inches of this black figurine, cap and gown, and it was large, right? It was large. Anyway, we break it. She's not home. We break it, and now we've got a dilemma, right? Do we dip it to the secret or the lie? And so basically the cap and gown was just like a rectangle, and then it like breaks, the back corner breaks. We put tape on it, clear tape. We move it from the front of the little display to the back of the display. This is now a secret because it has and I think a secret is something that's not told. I think a lie is something that is told. That's the difference for me. And so this is a secret because we never tell her about it. She never brings it up.
I like that.
She never brings it up. We never bring it up. So to this day, and you're hearing it here first, I'm revealing my secret of breaking my mom's cosmetology graduation figurine. And that's it. That was.
Well, now it's a lie.
Yeah.
What
about you?
it.
Is there a secret or a lie that comes to your mind growing up?
I told my mom so many lies and secrets that I had in my teenage lives.
You're saying as an adult you've told her.
Oh,
I see.
I'm free from your ridicule. And let me tell you why I'm raising my children more strictly, But with love, but with freedom, but more strictly. But yeah, no, for sure. I mean, definitely tons. And she was just like, "You did what?" So yeah. But I've always been a person that even our marriage, we tried to be as when we were dating, we tried to be as safe as possible and honoring to our belief of, not having sex before marriage, but that failed in our marriage. In our relationship. And I would be like so torn up.
Distraught. Just devastation.
And I was just like, oh
devastation.
Like I just couldn't handle it.
Crumble. Crumble.
Confessing.
Yeah, let's pause for a second. Let's focus here, okay? Let's focus because the cat's out the bag. All right, we had goals, okay?
And
so
listen, because now now I'm like, it is what it is. The Lord loves me, and I moved on.
Right.
Like I
But
can talk about things when I moved
this
on
is
from
this.
that might be where secret becomes a lie. I don't know the difference for me, but I'm like, oh, I've mastered that.
The worst part about what she just talked about was the fact that she ain't be like, "Hey, babe,
I just
I'm
tell
crumbling,"
us.
and I'm just where I am, just solid like a rock, just straight face,
And I was
just
like, what is wrong with
just
this
straight
man?
face, just
We did it, and we
Just-
moving forward. We gonna do
just
better
straight.
next time.
We gonna do better. We gonna do better.
What a heart- that
And
seems
she
so
over there
long
at
ago.
somebody's house crying in their lap.
I was like, I just can't sit here and it's me.
You ain't text me. You ain't sent a voice
You
memo.
could have left me a long time ago just because I was so.
And so
I
then
was so dishonest to us.
I
But
got
it was for
bombarded.
the Lord.
Bombarded.
So therefore,
I'm over here
it
smiling.
was better for me to be honest for the Lord instead of me being honest
Yes,
for our
true. But you weren't there when I got it mollywopped with, "Hey, can we sit down and talk?" Yeah, what's up, big dog? What's up?
Shout out to community.
Yeah, I heard. You heard what? What's up? What's going on?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. And now I'm just my gut
Stop acting like that police knocking on your
gutted
door.
gut in my
Boom, boom, boom.
shoes.
Damon, open up.
I know about your secrets.
Did you have sin?
Stop lying. Stop lying. You liar.
Oh man, yeah, it was deep, and I just think about a big secret for us personally in like our relationship.
Yeah.
I think that like that is me for the most part. I'm gonna like end up secret won't remain a secret most times with me. I'll end up
Ooh, come on.
telling the truth about my secret. Like I can't like hold it within for too long. So
Because of the weight of the.
yes, the weight. I don't like it. I know that I failed. And I'm also a person who likes to admit to their wrong so no one else can hold it over me. Yeah, I really believe in like beating you to the punch so that now what? You know, I just watched a movie like that. She was like, well, I'm going to tell about, how you know, been snooping and sneaking. And then he was like, yeah, he already knows that. So actually now he's going to be mad at you because you knew and didn't say anything.
How about that?
And I was like, I'm with you, bro. Just tell on yourself. Just get it out the way, suffer your consequences, and move on.
There's something. This is good. That was a great transition. I would assume that was in a relationship, marriage, and that movie you were talking about.
It was actually like a
Date.
work relationship.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but they
Grown
were,
folks still.
trying to keep something
Sure.
on somebody, so on and so forth.
There is something to, and this is something my father taught me, and it didn't feel that way growing up.
It never does.
If you, not every time, but many times, in my opinion, if you confess, if you tell the truth before you get caught, before they, catch you in your secret and in your lie, there is a chance of the consequences are going to still be there, some internal, external, but there's a chance that there might be some more mercy, some more grace, some more understanding, some more forgiveness, right?
Yeah.
If I'm coming forward like, listen, I know we've been on this diet together, but I've been eating ice cream every night for 2 weeks, and I just got to confess, I can't sleep at night. You know what I mean? That was real lighthearted. That's not me. I got goals here. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something to that.
I honor that. I think about that, like even being as a parent, I feel the same way.
Ooh,
Secrets
as a
of life. I'm
parent.
like, and we were reading this little book called Little Rebel Women or Rebel Women.
Mm-hmm. Great book.
African American women who've made history, and a lot of them start with a rebellious spirit.
Mhm.
They didn't like something, or yeah. Anyway, it's not. Maybe it doesn't even say rebel, but women. in
There
history.
is a really cool book about girls
Yeah.
with rebel in it, though.
There
I know
it
what you're
is.
saying. Yes.
Anyway, but I was like, man, is it ever okay to break the rules? I told the kids this. And they're like, no. Like, kind of looked a little confused because they're like, but these women are. And I was like, exactly. When you, like, believe in something or when you do this, like, you can break a rule for what you believe in.
Yeah.
However, be willing to understand, like, what's at stake.
Yeah.
And I even say that, like if, you might get in trouble for it, that's one thing. But, like, is it something that you wholeheartedly believe in? Especially if it's for something good, Now, that was just a way to teach it to kids. But in an adult life, we make our decisions.
Yeah.
And we choose to make those decisions knowing the consequences.
Yes, we do.
And so it's important to, like, understand whatever you're about to do, from the easy, medium to the heavyweights. Are you ready to endure the consequences?
I used to work at a job, Nelson Center, shout out, Den, Texas. And the quote we had was, "It's all fun and game until the consequences come out." It's all fun and game until the consequences come out. I'm speeding 100 miles an hour. Cool, it feels good. I might get home 3 minutes early. But if I get caught, if I get in a wreck, those consequences are severe. If I'm going to the severe stuff: infidelity, lying, big stuff, right? All the way down to opening a credit card, you know what I'm saying, without your boo knowing, right? Stealing from your job, all the way down to just like I was talking about, not doing the diet with your boo or watching y'all TV show when they out of town. Like, there's all type of tiers, but it's all fun and games until the consequences come out. And that's when we're talking about marriage, relationships here. That is one of the ugly parts of relationships, because we make decisions in the moment that are sometimes hasty, sometimes thought through, and they don't just have consequences and ramifications in the now, but in the future. And I think it is just so imperative to really try to pause, whether you think it's for good or whether it feels like it's for bad, because you can make bad decisions with good intentions.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you gotta consider the cost, because lies and secrets, whoo, man, they hurt. They suck as the one doing it, and they suck as the person finding out it was done to
Right.
you.
And it might be in the moment it didn't hurt that person.
Sure. Sure. This is true.
But what's the repercussions of the choices?
Yeah.
So I think about that in the relationship aspect. Like, how do these secrets and lies affect our relationship? But they divide, they make a distance, or a wedge between in the relationship. Like, again, 14 years, 17 together, had our fair share, and we'll probably continue for secrets and lies. But trying to make sure that we bridge that gap, so that that honesty is open, that willing to express and sit in the discomfort of sharing, whatever a lie or secret, from the light to the heavy is.
You think there's ever a time it's okay to lie or have a secret? Is there ever a time that you feel like a lie and or a secret is okay to have from your spouse, right?
Sure, there's always a little time for a little lie.
Little lie?
Just a little one. Maybe not heavy stuff.
What does that mean? I can't.
I mean, like,
You gotta give some type of fake example here, because that's
like,
really.
I'll finish watching Bridgerton.
Listen here. Let's pause and talk about this.
You said like an example.
No, that's good, because
You said fake
expound.
or real.
No, that's real.
I don't know if it's
Expound
real or
on what
fake.
that felt like, or what you mean by that. So we were watching season
That's a
one,
light- that's a
right?
very
Yes,
light
yeah.
thing.
But we were watching season one Bridgerton whenever it came out. We're watching it together, and Couture. No, there's two. We ain't gonna get into the whole. There's different type of viewers. Couture watches TV a little different than me, which is fine, and vice versa. Couture also enjoys, and stop me when you feel like it's incorrect. She will, like, read before or after a show, like,
Or
just to
instead of
a show, right?
yeah, I'll just
We-
read the episodes.
we're-
And I watch the episodes.
We're like on the last two episodes,
I can't
right?
wait.
We watched the last two episodes that night, right? Episode 7, season finale. And I'm over here just like, yo, this show good, fam. And she was like, yeah, this show good. And come to find out after the show,
Yeah,
you say-
okay, so I was keeping it a secret, and then I was like, you know what? I already seen this. I'm just rewatching it for you. And I do have a confession again. I did do the same thing with season 2.
I don't, wait.
In real life, not a fake example. I'm so sorry.
Wait.
It
You've
was so good.
you've watched the whole season?
I did finish. Okay, now I can really have this podcast. Woo, I was like, do I watch it again? But then I was like, man, the consequence is I lose 5 more hours of my life. Why should this again.
When did you watch it?
So tired.
What is?
It's been days.
It came out a week ago.
We started watching it 3 days.
Yeah, you watched it the first night.
Ooh, we were on spring break.
You were like, I don't know if I want to watch
I
it.
was
Season
like,
2.
Oh gosh, I know.
She didn't even want to watch it.
I
I'm like,
was
let's
I
watch
ain't
it.
attracted to them people.
That's
I
what
ain't
she
gonna watch it.
said. And here you are sneaking while I'm asleep.
Feeling very Twilightish. Yeah, pretty good.
Well, this is taking a turn.
I had to get that off. All right. So, secrets and lies. That's a small one, right? But
That's a
I
small
can throw
one.
that out here right now.
Oh,
Thank
my
y'all for allowing me
goodness.
to release on camera. I needed that.
Hilarious.
Oh, boy.
Moving along.
Okay.
Moving along. I don't even know where to go from there. I guess I watched those last 5 hours by myself.
Actually, I'll probably still rewatch them again. 'cause
No,
it
I
was
what?
good.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress. Secrets and lies. Back to
Is it a good time?
is there a time to lie?
Yeah, that would have been
and
a
hold
good time. I
secret.
could've just watched those
That's fair,
episodes
right?
and, like, just
You know,
moved on
right. And I think there's good secrets. Let's be clear. Let's slow down. I think there's good secrets and bad secrets. Good secret. I want to surprise her for her 35th birthday in May.
Of course.
Right? Those are good. Don't you be
Those are
clear?
really good.
Right? Those are good secrets, right?
You have to tell lies for that secret.
You do. You do. Hey,
Yeah.
what that extra $50 we had in the I don't groceries, gas, maybe? I don't really. Right? So that's kind of playful but real, right? But then of course there's secrets and lies that are going to bring about harm, right? That's going to bring about division and separation like you talked about. That we just don't want in our lives.
No.
I'm still
Sorry,
stuck
I
there.
love you so much. I'm glad it wasn't about division or separation.
So this was on social media a few months ago about how much or how little you tell your spouse, your significant other, right? Like from friends conversations, right? So like, do you keep secrets? And we're not saying there's a right or wrong answer because you're a couple. How y'all roll could be different than how we roll. But like, if somebody confides in you, your BFF, the homies over here, right? Like, yo, don't even tell Katoya. Don't even tell Damon. Don't even tell your partner. Like, please keep this between us. You know, are you going to A, do that, or B, be like, hey, I'm going to tell you something, but you cannot tell anybody.
The infamous, don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody. And I'm like, who I'm going to tell? I ain't going to tell
If
nobody.
my friend specifically says,
Be honest
don't
here.
tell Damon this, then I won't.
Huh.
Yeah, because that means it's real personal. But I think
Sure.
anything else is kind of free game.
Do
know that like you'll probably share with your spouse.
you think, okay, that's the question. So you think people, married, single,
I think
if you
it's
tell a,
expected, yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, if they're close or people on top.
Like if people talk to me.
But I don't like intentionally ever come home like, boy, I got some gossip.
No,
Not
no.
from like my most intimate
No.
relationship.
We did.
Now,
Yeah.
if something went down, I mean, let me tell you
Sure.
this. But like,
So you think if people tell me something, right, and they don't say, don't tell Katoya, you think they're like, oh, he's probably gonna tell Katoya. Like they're in a marriage.
no,
they're in
if they don't say that,
yeah, they
I
don't
think
say
it's
it.
just a general assumption that they may talk about this.
That's a good question. We're
I
gonna
think
throw it
anything
up.
that comes out your mouth that you tell to another person has the opportunity to be repeated, no matter what you want to control or not. So you should be careful what comes out your mouth
Interesting.
if you don't want it to be repeated.
Well.
I mean, especially between what is looked upon as a connected, trusted relationship where you really should feel safe enough to tell this person and not go anywhere.
Yeah, and I've done. I feel like we've done it a few times where we can hold water. We are respectful adults. Where
Or
you
it's
told me something and I've told you
beneficial for
something,
to know.
right? And things of this nature where you kind of have to use that wisdom, right?
Yeah, I think.
And go ahead.
Yes, which also means that not everything is going to be shared. Right?
Yes,
But
absolutely. Yeah.
at the same time, if you find it, comical or whatever, like I was at dinner with friends and she said that she thought Dave Chappelle was the
Oh, yeah.
one of the finest celebrities.
Yeah, and she
And
told
I
me that.
literally died laughing. Dave is a great guy, not someone on my top list for most attractive. And so I laughed so hard, and I was like, I'm going to go home and tell Damon this. Like, this is not a secret. I will not be lying. I am going to eagerly
Yeah.
explain this to my husband
Yeah.
when I get home.
Yeah, that was hilarious here. And it's something to just like know that like you when you go out, you hang out, with your friends, and when I come back from wing nights, whatever else, you're never like, oh, so tell me what y'all do.
Oh yeah, no, it's never like that.
It's never like
Tell me
that.
what y'all talk about.
Oh, what do you
Yeah, it's not.
What are
No,
you doing?
it's never anything like that. Never.
So before we get out of here,
Already, huh?
it really flew.
A lot of chatting
Lot
about
of-
that. Sorry. Hopefully it was good. All that to
Of course
say.
it was. They're here
you know,
now.
There are secrets and lies, and yeah.
I think so I'm intrigued on a couple things here. I think that people probably could find some value in one, like how do you combat the desire to have secrets and lies, right? Especially those ones that are like dangerous and unhealthy, right? And that kind of ties into like the impact of those lies and those secrets, right?
Yeah.
I think you kind of alluded to one already. You hit it on the head of, it creates this distance because if I don't want to get the consequence, if I don't want to have it be revealed, right? So now I've got to probably add a few more lies in the future, cover my tracks, right? So I'm already now
Keeping up
more
with
like
lies is hard.
keeping up with lies is very hard, right? And so now there's potentially this distance as well between us where you can't be, in my opinion, holistically as intimate, right, and intertwined as you want to be because you got this, lack of a better word, skeleton in your closet, and it's just like, if this get out, it could be detrimental. So I think that's one impact about secrets and lies. And what else comes to your mind? You're talking about a relationship.
I think accountability still, although
Mm.
like it's shared about our beginnings of our relationship, trying and failing and trying and failing, but having accountability to try to hold to that we wanted to keep, that we valued, even though failed at times, it's okay. But accountability was helpful. So if that's your friends, hey girl, you don't need to do this, or yeah, what about this, or whatever those options are. Having people who know your intentions to hold you accountable to like whatever the situation is. I mean, and literally these are just general for no matter what the
Yeah.
weighty thing is. But I think it's really, to me, is for the ones that really could cause a divide or a rift.
Yeah. I think just one way to try to combat it is just to continue to cultivate and it not definitely ain't gonna be easy, but a healthy environment of forgiveness and of open communication and vulnerability. Like
Yeah, might
you
not happen immediately. But
oh yeah, no, for sure.
you're willing.
For sure.
I'm
The big
willing.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like if you're coming and it looks like they've got, they're contrite and whatever it is, and we're talking about small, medium, or large, right? All there's tiers and it's gonna hit everybody differently. Like they if they feel like it's a safe space and there's this level of trust and respect, I think that can be at least moving in the right direction to help fight against secrets and lies.
Headed in the right direction.
Is that Maya?
Indy Irie.
I was
Yeah,
close. I was close. They're similar artists. And so that was a joke.
Jeez.
And so but yeah, those are I'm really stunned
agree with
still.
those.
I'm really still
I'm
stunned on the
very
Bridgerton.
But I actually
Um,
will watch it again because sometimes I was doing stuff I shouldn't see. I was telling a lie on the road. I can get into that, but it was just playing.
I tell you, boy, things you learn. That's
Really
it,
glad to
people.
get that off my chest.
I'm glad this could be a safe place for you here
Mhm.
with our listeners. We hope that this leads to, as always with all of our episodes, leads to healthy dialogue, springboard conversations. Please let us know. What do you think is, we're going to put it on Instagram. That's where we want you to check us out. Sum It Up Sumners, SUM, Sum It Up Sumners. But one of our questions we're going to talk about is, like, what do you think the difference is between a secret and a lie? I broke my mama's
I really,
figurine. What do you think it is? You really think?
I just be doing both when
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of that.
And also, do you give any white lies? That's gonna be the second one we're gonna put up on Instagram. We're gonna that's gonna be good. Some people like share some white lies they've shared. Oh, that's good right there. I mean, my dad's been sick for like a week, and so
That is so
uh,
bad. I hate sick lies. Sick lies. I'm like, that you put that out there in the atmosphere.
would you put that on me, Ricky
Put that
Bobby?
energy
Would you
out
put that?
there. Then somebody get sick and they like, make it something real frivolous, like
Real frivolous.
my mirror fell off my car. Like
That's good. Yeah. All right, you still got your other mirrors, right?
Can make it.
Ah,
And
actually,
traffic. Sure.
my car blew up. She don't be going big enough. I go so big they only can say,
He'll go big like
dang.
that on an email. Sorry, I didn't respond to you. Our car blew up. What in the goodness?
Man, you know what? My son. Oh my goodness. My
Got
son.
COVID.
Oh, yo, don't y'all act like y'all want to lie on COVID.
Ooh.
Don't you do that.
Get off of here.
Don't you do that. Oh my goodness. We
Well,
appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Thank y'all for listening. Chat back with us. Sum it up with the sumness. We'll see you next week. Beautiful briny sea. It's where you get your spice. It's where you get your sweets. They are our sponsor and sincerely love their seasonings. My primary ingredients to spice up the meals in the home and to add a little something sweet and special as well. My favorite is the Magic Unicorn. It is like your new best seasoned salt that you could use. That Cha Cha Delish is amazing, and they are located right here in Atlanta. But you can also shop online. But if you are here in Atlanta and you want to create your own blends, you can even do that. So check them out, y'all. And we got a special promotion that's running right now.
Yes, we do. Right now through the month of June, you can get 20% off. And 20% off ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's legit discount right there.
Yeah. That's your shipping plus some.
Plus some right there. Through the month of June, you can get 20% off if you use our code Spice It Up Sumners. Spice It Up Sumners for 20% off. You can check them out over on Instagram, Beautiful Briny C. We love them to death. They've been a big support. So check them out. You help them. They help us. It's a win-win. Appreciate y'all listening.
Making your meals good.
Good.